the CDG demo. We are
Sofia
and Susanne, and we will show you a bit of the CDG functionality. You will see how to do some administrative work, like creating a course, and some of the standard interaction a student will do in everyday operation.
To have something to work with, you will see first how an administrator creates a new course and enters data for it. Also, the concept of iterations will be introduced. In order to create a new course, the administrator first selects the function option from the status bar. Then, selects the Add Course option. On the next screen, the administrator can enter the course information, for instance, name, course type, credit points, general description, prerequisite course required by the chair. Afterwards, the administrator can create an iteration.
An iteration is the system's metaphor for a single installment of the course in a certain semester. There are many courses that appear regularly on the schedule, but they are not necessarily the same every time. For example, the lecturer may change. This is reflected by having different iterations for the same course. You have seen a bit of adding iterations already in the background. Now let us have a more closer, detailed look.
On this screen, you can see the course we just created, along with the functionalities available to the administrator. Due to the clean design, it is easy to recognize the options and their purpose.
Now, to add an iteration for an existing course, the administrator selects the Add Iteration option. Here, information about the iteration can be entered. For example, term and semester, lecturer, an additional description, and other fields. To switch between viewing different iterations, one can click on the See More Semesters option on the display course page. Now you have seen some of the administrator functionalities. As there are now some courses and iterations to work with, we will show you some of the functionality a typical student user would interact with. For this, we first create a user account for Max Mustermann.
After we created the student user, we can proceed by logging in. When logged in, the user can see his status on the status bar. Here he can also change his account setting by selecting the My Account option or Log Out. On the status bar, you can also find the Share field. Finally, there is the Main option, which brings you back to the main page. On the main page, a user can see the list of courses for the current semester, based on the iteration of the course.
We now select the course for viewing. Here we see some of the functionality that is available to the student user, for example, to rate the course, to leave feedback, to make a recommendation, or to leave a comment. In order to leave a comment, the student user selects the option. On the next screen, the student can select whether he has taken the course. Then the iteration can be selected and a comment can be entered in the text area. The comment will appear at the bottom of the display course page.
Now you will see how the actual course dependency graph will be built, which is the real strong point of the system. The graph is based on a student's recommendation of which courses to take before another course. To make a recommendation, the student user selects the Recommend a Prerequisite option, and on the incoming screen, the student user can select one or more courses and specify whether he has taken the course. At the lower section of the display course page, the user can see the prerequisite of the current course. There are two types of them: the shared prerequisites, as mentioned before, and the student prerequisites. The percentage represents the ratio of recommendation given for a certain course compared to all recommendations, and it should facilitate the decision of which courses to take.
Now you have seen some core functionality of the CDG system. We hope you liked our little demonstration and will like the finished product too. Bye!
Bye!